There are usually three primary elements that are very closely identified with Murinam. The first is the view of the Higashiyama Mountains that are very visible from inside the garden. And so that is known as borrowed scenery in Japanese. It's actually a Chinese concept, but because the mountains are at the center of the landscape, Murinam literally feels as if it's inside the Higashiyama Mountains. The second element is the water stream that runs through Murinam, using water from the Lake Biwa Canal, which was constructed in 1890. That gives the whole garden a very dynamic feeling of motion, and it allows us to enjoy the garden with all five of our senses. And the third and final element is the grass lawn that's placed in the center of Murinam's landscape. Because the garden has a lawn, it has a very spacious and bright feeling that contrasts with a moss garden in Kyoto. I think it's true. Japanese gardens do play a large role in the Japanese way of life, maybe increasingly also in the way of the modern world. Particularly in our current times, we all have the feeling of needing to create relaxation and a feeling of more space in our lives. Japanese gardens have a unique ability to provide us with that kind of a consolation. Once again, since I'm not a Japanese gardener, it's difficult for me to answer. I think for each Japanese gardener, the answer will be different. But if we want to see the spirit of the Japanese gardener in action, I recommend that you look at the garden and try to see the places where the Japanese gardener has hidden her or his work. This is known in Japanese as musakui no sakui, or the art of artlessness. And it means working very hard to make it look like you've done no work at all. And if you look at the scenery in Murinam or in any other Japanese garden, you will often see that there are elements that took lots of work to maintain, but that look as though the gardener has done no work whatsoever.